Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of Ideal. Sorry about that. Or, as Alex called you all, Idealers. Well, I'm here in front of you tonight to present you a magnificent tale. A tale about a boy who loved. A boy who believed that the only means to happiness was to find one girl that he would spend the rest of his life with. And this girl existed. Oh boy, did she exist. She defied all beauty. And the boy kept his eyes on her for years, never once telling her how he felt. Until one day, he decided, you know, years from now, I don't want to be thinking, what if? So he told her. He took a chance, told her how she felt. From that day on, they dated for years, until they broke up. Now the boy was shattered. His dreams all gone. But he also realized that his dreams were kind of naive, and he accepted that. Now there are two lessons I want all of you to learn from this story. No, not that the boys sucked at love, and no, not that girls are evil, because we all know that girls are the sweetest creatures on earth, right? But I want all of you to take away from this story that the boy was a risk taker. He took a chance. The boy matured. He outgrew his old beliefs, and he learned new ones. And the boy was me. Now, all of you might be wondering, well, what does this story have to do with our topic tonight? What does that have to do with Pixar movies? Well, I believe that in order for all of you to understand what my ideal Pixar movie is, you need to understand something about me. As you can see from the story, I'm an advocate of risk-taking, and I think I've also matured through the years. Now, before we elaborate on risk-taking and maturity, I'm going to be honest with you. I loosely interpreted the question as not only asking me what the content of my movie would be, but also what it would embody. So, my movie would be a risk. Why? I'm sure all of you at one point in your life have heard the advice, if you take risks, you will grow. And that's what I want Pixar to do. I want it to grow. Pixar has had this set convention for years with their movies. They're very lighthearted. They always have a happy ending. And I want my movie to be unique, to defy this convention. And maybe in doing so, they'll reach out to larger audiences. Now, I'm not saying their convention is bad. Their movies are great, but maybe they should try something new. Then there comes maturity. Now, maturity and taking risks kind of walks hand in hand. Like I said before, you have to take risks to mature. And in some vicious cycle, I guess, if you mature, you tend to seize the opportunity more often, you take more risks. But we're not here to talk about that. Now, how is maturity different from taking risks? Well, if Pixar is taking risks, they can do a movie about drug, rape, sex, violence. But it doesn't mean they'll do it with efficiency, with respect. If Pixar matures a company and tackles on those daunting, dark subjects with maturity, they'll do so in a way that conveys the message to audiences so they will understand, and they'll do it respectfully and delicately. Now, when I first started the speech, I didn't really plan on creating content of my own, but a few days ago, something got my mind spurred. My friend was eating a chicken at the Nev, and he said, "Oh my God, Jason, this chicken sucks." So then I was thinking to myself, wow, you are so ungrateful. And that led me to thinking even more deeply. You know, I mean, we're not bad people. I'm sure all of you are great. You're pure-hearted. You're loving. But you all have to also admit that sometimes we kind of take life for granted, you know? We have all these little things there for us. We go to UCLA, but we complain about homework. Some kids don't even get to go to school. We have food. We complain about how crappy the chicken tastes. Some kids don't even have chicken. So what I think my movie would be about a homeless man. A homeless man that shows the other side of the spectrum of what we are now. Why? Because I think Pixar movies are great at making audiences sympathize, and I would want the audience to sympathize with this homeless man, to know what life would be like. What if? And this message might be dark, and by all means, I don't want my audience to go committing suicide after watching my movie. No, that's the last thing I want. So, you know, for humor's sake, let's just throw in a clumsy psychic, maybe a clumsy pet dog or something. That's not the point here. The point is to convey a message. And that, in a nutshell, is what my movie would be. It would be a risk, in Pixar's behalf, to go into new ventures, reach out to new audiences. It would be maturity, to tackle on subjects that maybe other people wouldn't want to. tackle on subjects that people wouldn't want to hear because they're too afraid to. I would want my audiences to connect with the movie. But I think what most importantly I want my movie to be would be about the truth. I want my movie to change lives. So I want my movie to be revolutionary, to be life-changing.